So basically this screaming is a kind of a shock tactic that happens in nature. It's a scream of submission. It's a scream of kind of tapping out. I surrender, I surrender. It's not a scream of pain. That's the big thing. And so when you hear one dog screaming like that, it's not that that dog is in so much pain. It's more a way of that dog submitting and saying, hey, don't attack me anymore. I give up, I give up. And that's why the other dog will then release and they kind of go their own ways. Hey there, Doggy Dan here, taking my dogs for a walk around the property today, just a short walk. And I thought I'd do a pup date. Today I'm going to share with you something which is so misunderstood, and it's really fascinating. I've got a great analogy which will help you understand your dogs better, especially if they ever get into a bit of a fight or a tussle with another dog, or even if you just see it happening. This is going to help you understand why dogs make so much noise, why it sounds absolutely horrendous, and then there's no injury on the dog, and it's like, well, that's strange. How come they're not injured? So when these two dogs, usually kind of, could be any dogs, but they get into that kind of scrap, and there's like a screaming noise, and you think, oh my God, it's like, it goes from a 3 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10. It's like, and it's like, you hear one of them making that horrible noise, you're like, what? You think, gosh, I'm going to have to take them to the vet. It sounds like the one dog's killing the other dog. And then they break it up, and you go up and you check your dog, and there's no blood, no injury. They shake it off, they're absolutely fine. It's like nothing happened. And you go, well, that's strange. Was it just luck? Was it chance? What's going on there? So what I want to share with you is what's really going on. I figured it out. I'm pretty sure this is absolutely it. So here's the analogy. Let me explain it through an analogy. I got 2 kids. Now, not so much now because they've grown up, but when they were younger, say 5 and 6, Stanley was the older boy, and he used to chase Sage. Now, there was one time where he chased Sage through the house. I kid you not. I don't know what he'd done, but it sounded so bad. I dropped what I was doing. I charged over. I said, Sage, what's happened? What did he do to you? You know what she said? Nothing. I said, why were you screaming? And she said, oh, I didn't want him to catch me. So, and I've seen this a few times with young, we've all seen it. You see it with young kids, they scream. And what it is it's a screaming, like a submissive scream of excitement. And it can also be done with animals. They scream to shock the person or the animal who's kind of grabbing them in an attempt to frighten them, startle them, and they let go and you can run away. So basically this screaming is a kind of a shock tactic that happens in nature. It's a scream of submission. It's a scream of kind of tapping out. I surrender, I surrender. It's not a scream of pain. That's the big thing. And so when you hear one dog screaming like that, it's not that that dog is in so much pain. It's more a way of that dog submitting and saying, hey, don't attack me anymore. I give up, I give up. And that's why the other dog will then release and they kind of go their own ways. The reason I say that is because I know it sounds horrendous, but I kind of encouraging you to just think twice before you get involved, because it's very easy for us to get involved and we can make it worse, because if you then grab the attacking dog can then feel like, well, they're not submitting. They're not kind of, because you suddenly grab them around the back of their neck, their natural instinct kicks in and they go, hang on, I'm still getting, somebody's fighting back. Or the dog will turn and just nip you, thinking, just that through confusion. So that's what's happening. That's why you get so many times, so many occurrences of 2 dogs get into this tussle. You think one of them is going to be maimed and there's not a mark on them. That's why. Alrighty, going to carry on walking the dogs. They're very happy. I'll flip the camera around so you can have a look. That's it for today. Helping you to understand these kind of dog fights and why there's no injuries. I'm Doggy Dan. Another edition of Pup Dates. Take care. Bye-bye. There's Bonnie. Come on, Bom Bom. This way. And there's Moses. Go on, lead the way. Oh, well, you go that way, you go that way. I'll show you. Quite fun walking these little paths. Let's go. Go on, go this way. Go on. Good girl.